Alright, what is going on, guys? So, we got Colossus, man. Finally got buffed. I took this guy to rank 4 actually quite a while ago. We did like a bit of a rank up video. Took a bunch of champs to rank 4, Quake, Hyperion with some rank up gems. Took up Colossus too. I think with a, it was with a rank up gem as well, 2014 one. And dude, now he got buffed and he's sick, man. He's really sweet. So, we're going to be doing a bunch of Act 6 gameplay today with Colossus. But I just wanted to start with a Winter Soldier fight. Just for fun, man. Honestly, for fun. This is my first time really trying him out, and I was just recording, so I just wanted to throw this in. I'm sure you guys have probably seen some Colossus gameplay already. This is rank 4, level 55 Colossus, and after playing around with him, I honestly want to take him to rank 5. I really do like him, but you know, it's like sometimes I get like that with the champion, a new champion. It's like, I really like this champion, and then a couple weeks later, like, oh, I probably shouldn't have ranked them. So yeah, I'm just gonna give it a little bit of time. I think it's called like a honeymoon phase or something like that, you know. So I'm gonna wait till that wears off, and then I'll take a look in like a week or two if I do want to rank 5 Colossus, because the guy, he's a tank. He kind of reminds me as like a mutant Thing, if that makes sense. You know, Thing, science class. He's an absolute tank with also some great damage, great utility, solid immunities, and dude, like Colossus, he's kind of like a mutant version of Thing. Not quite to the extent of Thing, but dude, Colossus, once you get all of those armor ups, dude, you become super bulky. It is awesome. Also, you can get some great damage, and his immunities, man, I am a sucker for immunities. He's got bleed immunity. He's got Incinerate immunity. He's got Cold Snap immunity. He's got Frostbite immunity. So some really great immunities there. Immune to cold and heat, and also bleed, which is great, man. If only he was immune to poison, that would be very sweet. So you see right now we're at 28 armor up. See, we take a combo here, and look at that damage. We're taking like 72. I had so many armor ups. I was like, dude, I wonder how much damage we would take from a combo right now, and it was barely nothing. The only reason I'm really losing health is from recoil from these suicide masteries. Those L2s are hitting pretty hard. They're also unblockable. Dude, I am a sucker for some unblockable special 2s. I really am. So we took Winter Soldier down, and I think it was 80 hits? 76 hits. Not bad at all. Now let's jump into Act 6, see if he can really, let's see what kind of potential Colossus really has. So, jumping into 6.1.6, we have a Moon Knight up first. I was like, usually I just use a random champion to take this guy down, because it's really the next fight that I do a lot of testing on, which is a Havok. But I was like, you know what, Colossus can probably just take this Moon Knight, so let's just use Colossus here. So, I got a couple of synergies that I'm rocking. I got the Omega Red one, which is pretty nice. When you parry, you gain an additional armor up, and you get like, I think it's 2% attack per armors, which I'm really disappointed, because Omega Red had a synergy with Colossus that gave Colossus 20% attack for each armor up. And when they announced Colossus was getting buffed, I was like, dude, that Omega Red synergy is gonna make him have some of the best attack in the game, right? And no, I didn't hear anyone talk about it at first. I'm like, I hope no one talks about it. I hope it just goes under the radar, and then once he's buffed, I can make a video. But they nerfed the synergy. They took it from 20% to 2%. So, fortunately, unable to show that kind of crazy attack damage output, which would have made for such a sick video, man. Like, in the last fight, we had 28 armor ups, so times that by 20% attack. Dude, that would be so sick. So, yeah, unfortunately, no. But it's still good synergy, because we can get armor ups and then convert them. We have a chance to convert them into permanent armor ups from the signature ability. I think it's like 29% right now. It's like 40 or something like that. But yeah, we get through the Moon Knight, but it was really the next fight where I really wanted to test Colossus, because Havok is one of the biggest pains in the butt in the game as a defender, dude. He's super duper annoying. I don't have a Warlock. I don't have a Guillotine 2099. You know, I don't have these fancy Havok counters. So, but I got my boy Colossus now. And dude, Colossus is a hell of a Havok counter, bro. Super solid against Havok for a couple of reasons. One, obviously he has those armor ups, right? and let's say you're playing on a buffet node or something, you get so many armor up buffs. I'm sure you'll be okay as long as you can out damage it. But you know what Kabam likes to do is they put crumbling armor. I've seen it in like multiple Havocs in endgame content, variant X6 type content. They put crumbling armor with Havok so that you know that takes care of your armor counters. If you don't hit, I think it's for like 6 seconds, you get an armor break on you, you lose your armor, and then you're susceptible to Havok's plasma detonation. But Colossus is armor break immune as well. I forgot that's another one of his immunities. Armor break immunity, I think armor shatter immunity as well, as long as you're not facing a tech character. And right here I wanted to show some of his utility from his L3. So that little passive armor that we have, we're unstoppable when taking blocked hits. So, you know, that might not sound that good, but it is. It's just like a free opening. Basically, you just hold block, let the opponent dash at you, they hit your block, and then boom, you can easily counter because you're unstoppable. It's really a nice way to kind of get his own kind of ins, kind of like how Ghost has her own ways of getting in through phase. You know, Colossus kind of has his own that way. Not quite as good as Ghost, but hey, that's definitely some solid utility there. And as you can see, man, Colossus, he's just putting in work against this Havok because a great thing about Colossus actually versus, let's say, Warlock or Guillotine 2099, they have the armor buffs as well, but they're robots. And robots don't get willpower healing. Whereas Colossus, this dude ain't a robot. So we pretty much have a free regeneration on us through those plasmas that are, when they get detonated, we don't take damage, but while the debuff is on us, we get a free regen, man. So that is great. That is great. That's a good thing about not being a robot, is you get access to all that juicy willpower healing. Now, speaking of the immunities, I really wanted to put Colossus to the test. So he passed the Havok test with flying colors. Next up, we're going to take him to an immunity lane in Act 6.2.6. So this is the final quest. So on this path, there's an Abomination, a Morning Star, a Human Torch, and an Iceman. So Colossus could take the Abomination, so I think I did it with Omega Red. But we're going to try to take on the Morning Star, the Human Torch, and the Iceman. So that's the bleed, the cold, and the heat immunities, which we're really going to be testing out on Colossus. And dude, just look at these heavies, man. Look at these heavies. They're so solid. Boom. That's 16k on the second part if it crits. That's great. Throw a nice little L2 here. Dude, that did some great damage, and it's unblockable as well. So it's really easy to combo in at any time you want. Like, dude, I'm really proud of Colossus. Really, really proud of him. And I think part of his signature ability as well is whenever you're triggering an immunity or a debuff that you're immune to, I think you get an armor up buff or something like that. So against Morningstar, you know she's trying to trigger bleeds on us, so a big benefit there to help build up armors. So next up we have Human Torch. And Human Torch can be pretty annoying, but the great thing about Colossus is, you know, even if we accidentally take a hit, we're so bulky that it's not that big of a deal. We just kind of shrug it off and we just keep going. So we're immune to the initial incinerate, of course, that this node applies, and yeah, we're all good. You can see with the Fury it's called like the fastball incinerate or something. Get some nice attack right now, and also the Fury from the heavy attack, which is super nice. That applies when the opponent's stunned. So if you're fighting a stun immune character, you're not going to be able to access that heavy Fury, which helps his damage quite a bit, especially if you chain it into an L2. So yeah, I just kind of blocked that L1 there, and you can see like the block damage is quite minimal with all of these armor ups, which is super duper nice. It's just great, dude. It just feels like you're playing such a tank, and his damage output is, if you can stun the opponent, it's actually really good. His damage output's really solid. If you can't stun the opponent, it's not quite as good, but you're still a super bulky utility tank, which is great. You can see we took that L1 to the face. The last part of it, it tickled. It tickled, man. So that was great. He's just so tanky. I love it. So yeah, man, this Human Torch, he's going down without too much of an issue here. I think I'm gonna go for one more heavy, drop this L2. This man's dead, dude. Colossus just running through this lane, just absolutely killing it. 40 hits. This is only a rank 4 Colossus, man. I want to see some rank 5 gameplay, and I'm tempted to do it myself. Let me know what you guys think of Colossus. Like I said, I'm still kind of in that honeymoon phase, so I'm gonna wait give it at least a week, and then I'll make a real informed decision on it. So next up here we have the Iceman, and this node had Limber on it, so I'm not going to be able to really get off any more of those heavy attacks to get the passive Fury, so I got to be careful on that. And it's also empowered immunity, but I shouldn't be applying anything that he is immune to with Colossus. So I think I'm going to go for an L3 actually on this fight, and then I'm going to apply a permanent fatigue on the opponent, which is okay, I guess. It's a passive, so it's not like a debuff, so I'm not going to get willpower from it. But I'm trying to think of circumstances where that could be useful. It lowers the opponent's crit rate, so I mean, I guess if you accidentally take a combo or something, they probably won't crit, I guess, you know, just adds to his tankiness. And I think already Colossus at his base, he can't be crit for more than like 150% or something like that. Right here you can see the unstoppable on the block mechanic. I actually really like that mechanic. I'm a big fan of it. It's just a way to get an easy in. I'm trying to show it, try to demonstrate it here a little bit more. It's really, really nice, you know, if you can't parry the opponent. Like right now, there's Limber, so... And taking one blocked hit's not really a big deal with all of your armor ups, because you're so bulky that even if you take a real hit, it doesn't hurt that bad. If you take a blocked hit, it's fine. So yeah, dude, I was really, really impressed with Colossus. He absolutely destroyed the first two fights because we were free to parry, get off our big damage, and even when we can't really utilize parry too much, you know, can't take advantage of those big heavy attacks, we're still doing all right. I think we go for an L2 here, and it doesn't quite kill him because we didn't crit, unfortunately, but going for one more combo, it still doesn't kill him. Take a couple hits here, didn't do that much damage. That did like about 2,000 damage taking a combo. That's pretty good, and he didn't crit at all. So yeah, that was the final fight of the path. Dude, Colossus killed it. Really, really big fan of the Colossus buff. Really, really liking it. Let me know what you guys think. I haven't played with Old Man Logan yet. I don't have him awakened as a 5-star. I don't have him ranked up as a 5-star. I don't know. I was never really too excited for Old Man Logan. He seemed like a big bleeder and stuff, which I don't really need. I don't really run deep wounds until I get into Fury anyway. So, but Colossus, man, right up my alley with all that utility with the immunities. And he's just a tank, man. I love playing tanks. It feels great. Tanks that actually have good damage, though. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Colossus. Let me know if you guys think I should rank 5 him. I'm legit debating it. I'm digging him. I got the T5B2. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Let me know down in the comments below. Drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to see more content. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.